in this video we are going to see the civics first lesson, that is the Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India is the longest written constitution in the world. Present day also, afterwards many countries they become independent, they have become democratic, but our constitution is the longest constitution in the world. It is a set of rules by which the government rules our country. It is supreme law of the land, and it came into effect on 26th January 1950. What we will call on that particular day, we are calling it Republic Day. Like that, general question also may ask in exam, so be careful. Our constitution is based on the principles of democracy, socialism and secularism. What is the basic things, basic principles of our constitution? Democracy, socialism and secularism. Then Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar is also is known as the father of our Indian Constitution, or architecture of our Indian Constitution. I think you know, all of you know that one. Then why does a country need a constitution? That is the first point of our textbook. A constitution lays out certain ideals that form the basis of the kinds of the country that we as citizens aspire to live. Means a constitution, in a constitution we are getting the information about which type country it is, basically which type country it is, what type of things we can follow according to the aspiration of the people, how they want to live in the country. It tells about the fundamental nature of our society. It is patriarchal, or it is democratic, or it is communist, like that. Fundamental nature of our society also we can understand from our constitution. It serves as a set of rules and principles that all persons in a country can agree upon as the basis of the way in which they want the country to be governed. In constitution we are getting the rules and as well as the principles to all persons in a country, and we can agree or disagree which all things no, it can't be, or we can agree as the basis of the in which way they want, means the governance of the country, in which way we want to conduct, that people can agree with the help of these rules and principles. The next point it is this concludes the types of government and also an agreement on certain ideals that they are believe in the country should uphold. What all things we can get again from our constitution? This includes types of government, for example central government, state government and village government, like that things. Also an agreement on a certain ideals that they all believe the country should uphold, like fundamental rights or secularism, like that things. What all things we want to uphold or keep it in our mind or in our daily life, like that ideals also we are getting from our constitution. Then fifth point, when Nepal was a monarchy, it reflected the final authority of the king. After transition of Nepal into a democracy, it started a process of writing a new constitution for the country. Nepal, it was under a king up to 1990s. Then that time onwards they are started to fight against that, they're thinking they want to get the democracy in the country. So they are starting their fight against that kingship or monarchy, that is from 1990s onwards. Then slowly it is transformed, or they started to think to get the democracy, and they are getting that one in 2002. That time what is happening, it started the process of writing a new constitution. Then slowly how we become independent from the British rule or British queen, that time also we started to think about our constitution, like that. Nepal also started to think their own constitution. Only thing, here in India we got freedom from British rulers, British queen, and in Nepal they are thinking like that, transition of their society from monarchy to democracy. In a democracy, leaders exercise their power, responsibility on behalf of the people. In democracy, we have seen what is democracy means. We know by the people, for the people, of the people. So what is happening in the democracy? The leaders, they are exercising their power on behalf of the people. It defines country's political system. If it is in a democracy, people is the last authority of things, means it is we can see that particular political system in our country if we are having our own constitution. In democratic societies, the constitution lays down the rules that guards against the misuse of authority by our political leaders. It lays certain important guidelines that government decision making process. In democratic country, with the help of our constitution, the rulers, they are getting the guidelines how they should do, and up to which extent they can move, or if they are moving beyond that, we will call it misuse of power, and they will get the punishment from the people also. Then next step, it is they will ask to resign from their post, like that. Then at the same time, in government, how they should take conduct the decision making process in the government, that also we will get the guidelines. Then seventh point, a constitution plays an important function in a democracy to ensure that the dominant groups does not use its power against any person, group or organization. In the constitution, it will keep equality for each and every people, and with the help of democracy. And the democracy is saying like that the dominant group or powerful group should not take the decision according to their wish. They want to analyze each and every people's need, then only we can take the decision. Then overruling any one group, minority or majority or dominant, like that things should not happen in democracy. If there is constitution, we can make sure that it is not happening in the society. Next point, constitution prevents tyranny or domination by the majority of a minority. That same point with this 8th and 9th, more or less same point. The Indian constitution guarantees the right to equality to all citizens, says that no citizen can be discriminated on the basis of religion, caste, gender, race, etc. And another one speciality of our constitution, that is we are saying like that all are equal before law. We are getting equality to all citizens, and we should not discriminate the people on the basis of religion, caste, gender, race, etc. Then next one, the Indian constitution key features. The main features of our Indian constitution, 5 features we studied one by one. The Indian national movement had been active in the struggle for independence from British rule for several decades. Not several decades, more than 1 century we was fighting against the British people to overcome the tyranny what they was giving to us, or how they was making or how they was ruling us. Then nationalists devoted a great deal of time to imagine and planning what a free India would be like. The people, the leaders of a national congress, they started to imagine as well as plan in decades before itself how it should be, or what a free India would be like. The next point, when the constitution was being written, India was going through a turmoil because of the partition of India and Pakistan. When we started to write the Indian constitution, just after means the drafting committee we are making the draft of the constitution, that time what was going on at means a real crucial time because of India Pakistan division, because of partition. Because of that Muslims, they are trying to reach to Pakistan, and Hindus, they are trying to reach to India, like that. It was really a crucial situation. The final document reflects as a respect for maintaining diversity with preserving national unity, along with eradication of poverty through socio-economic reforms. In the final document of our constitution, giving many ideas. First one is respect for maintaining diversity. Any religion, any caste, any group, any particular religion, way of life, anything should give, we want to maintain as it is. At the same time, we want to preserve the national unity. Whenever one group or in the diverse groups of the society, they are becoming prominent or starting like in a different way, we should help them to come back to the preserving national unity. Then along with eradication of poverty, and through socio-economic reforms. Then following are the key features of Indian Constitution. Federalism. It refers to an existence of more than one level of government in the country. These are at the state and the central level. Citizens are governed by laws and policies made by each of these levels of the government. In federalism, we can see two or more levels of government. And India, we are having central government and state government. Then in 73rd Amendment of our Constitution in 1992, we made the three-tier system in the village level that we have studied in 6th standard. What it is? Village Panchayat, Block Samiti and Jilla Parishad. Okay. The next point is the parliamentary form of government. The Constitution of India guarantees universal adult suffrage, means voting right to all citizens. This means every citizen of the country, irrespective of his or her social background, have a direct role in electing their representative. And what is the age? 18 and above people, that is the adult mean. Representatives are thus accountable to the people in the parliamentary form of government. So when they are making the parliament, when they are becoming the representatives of the parliament, they should be accountable to the people, those who made him or her as a representative. Next one, it is separation of power. We are having three organs that we studied like that gel in last year. There are three organs of the state: legislature, executive and judiciary. A legislature refers to our elected representative, those who make laws. Executive is a smaller group of people who are responsible for implementing laws and running the government. Judiciary refers the system of courts in the country who settles disputes and makes sure the laws are obeyed. Like that, three organs we are having, and in these three organs they are independent one, at the same time they are working hand in hand. And each organ acts as a check on other organs on the state, and this ensures the balance of power between all three. Then fourth one, fundamental rights. The fundamental rights are referred to as the contents of Indian Constitution. Fundamental rights protect citizens against the arbitrary and absolute exercise of power by the state. Indian Constitution, it is given the fundamental rights, 6 fundamental rights to the people. So any person or any government can't exercise their power in the form of absolute power. The Constitution guarantees the right of individuals against the state as well as against other individuals. So the Constitution, we are getting the fundamental rights, it is against the state as well as against other individual. There are 6 fundamental rights in Indian Constitution, which are a right to equality, a right to freedom, a right against exploitation, a right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, rights to freedom of religion, and last one, right to constitutional remedies. Like that, 6 fundamental rights we are having. In addition to fundamental rights, the Constitution has a section called Directive Principles of the State Policy. It ensures greater socio-economical reforms and to serve as the guide to independent Indian states to institute law and policies that help reduce the poverty of the masses. And one of the special area, it is the directive principles of the state policy. With the help of that one, the government should make the policies and laws to help to reduce the poverty. Then last one, it is coming secularism. Secularism means there is no official religion. A secular state is one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion as the state religion. The Constitution plays a crucial role in laying out the ideals that we would like all citizens of the country to adhere to, including the representatives that we elected to rule us. Constitution has been changed over the years to reflect new concerns of the polity that involves changes in the fundamental nature of the country. That's why we are calling it amendment. Okay, we will continue in next video.